Hello and welcome, it's Emma here from Fastrack Architecture. Thanks for joining me. Today we are going to be talking about the best free Cad Block websites. There are loads of Cad Block websites out there and it's difficult to know which ones to choose. I've put together my top 10 list. The ones that I would recommend that you should check out. All of the details are in the description of this video, so make sure you check the description, or you can check out the accompanying blog post on the website over at Fastrack Architecture. Often when you're looking for a Cad block, you need it fast and you need to know which websites are the more reliable ones to turn to. So let's get started. Let's take a look at some of the best websites. So I'm going to start with some shameless self-promotion. Over on Fastrack Architecture we have quite a wide selection of Cad blocks. Many of them are free. I continue to build this library, so it keeps on growing, and if there's anything missing, just let me know and I will make sure that we add the blocks you need to the CAD library. I really make an effort to keep the CAD blocks of good quality to the correct scales, correct layers, make it easy, really easy for you to just drag and drop the CAD blocks into your drawings. We have quite a selection of categories here. If we just go up to the CAD blocks there, you can see some of the different categories we have. They're both in imperial and metric, so they should be useful for anybody to use. And then, like I mentioned, we also have a selection of premium Cad blocks which you can check out in the shop. I'll just quickly show you those over in digital downloads. And some of these are just slightly more advanced Cad blocks, or there's something a little bit different, and that's why we charge a very small fee for those. But anyway, let's move on. So before we get started, I just want to mention a few things about Cad blocks. Sometimes it's quite difficult to find Cad blocks that are perhaps scaled correctly. They can be in the wrong units, they can be corrupt, or they can damage your model. So just be a bit careful about where you go to get your Cad blocks. This is one of the reasons that I started the CAD library in the first place, is because I was coming across so many blocks that you couldn't just drag and drop straight into your model. There was always a problem with them. So if I haven't got what you're looking for, then these are what I would suggest you would go and check out. So let's get started. If we go over to my first suggestion is caddetails.com. They have a lot of manufacturer product Cad blocks. So this is slightly advanced in terms of Cad blocks. You can't just type in window and get what you want, but some of these Cad blocks are really useful. So they have a massive range of categories on the left hand side here, and then if you click on one of these, let's have a look. So we'll go over to furnishings, and if I scroll down here, let's say this one. What I quite like about this is it brings up a mini selection of what you can get with this particular download. So it tells you all the different formats you can download it in, whether it's in SketchUp, you can download the whole lot, or just download individual ones. You can see if it's in 3D. So this is a great website. I guess what I would say is you'll probably spend quite a long time on it searching what you're looking for, but no doubt they will probably have what you're looking for somewhere. So this is a US based website. If we move over to Fastrack, Fastrack CAD is a UK based website, very similar to Cad Details. They have downloads from different manufacturers. If we press CAD downloads, we've got the company names here who have submitted the details or the Cad blocks, and we've got product types here. So if we go down to, let's say for example, Windows, and we choose CAD downloads from this window company, what you'll notice here is it takes quite a long time to get to the Cad block itself. So you tend to find you just keep on clicking until you get to the final page where you can see the preview of that Cad block. So this can take a little while, but again, you're getting more reliable information. It's from a manufacturer. So if you're at that stage of the project, then both of these two websites are really useful. So now if we move on to more of the standard Cad block websites, we're going to start with cadblocks.net. They have a great selection. Really easy to see what you're going to get. The categories are very clear, so just let's give you an example of what you'd get with this. And with all of these Cad block packages, they tell you how many blocks you'll get with each one, which is really useful. So this one, for example, is 437 Cad blocks, so I'm sure you'd find what you're looking for there. So this is cadblocks.net. You don't have to sign in to download. You can just click on what you want, and download your CAD blocks. So it's pretty straightforward, this one, and they have a fairly good selection. Okay, so Cad Blocks free, I guess is a little bit of a misleading title for a website that has a lot of paid for CAD blocks. You can get some CAD blocks for free on here, and you don't need to sign up necessarily, but your downloads are quite limited. So they keep on bombarding you with this price list, but you can actually avoid that. Click on the free CAD models here, and you can start to see, free 2D CAD models. And you can see the kind of stuff they have, although when you click on free they give you all the priced ones as well, so you just need to filter by price down here, and you can see there are a lot, so it is worth persevering. But then when you start to click through, so let's have a look at the people selection. And you can start to see the collections of what they have. So this is Cad Blocks free. You may need to sign up if you want to download more than, I think it's more than 10. So there are other websites that you don't have to sign up for, but that's up to you. If it annoys you having to sign up to a website to take a download, then that's fine. So that is Cad Blocks free. Moving on, we've also got cadblock.com, another one that isn't entirely free. You can see there are a lot of paid for Cad Blocks here. So if I click on Cad Blocks, unfortunately they don't have a filter option, but you can still filter through the categories, and it's pretty clear which ones you have to pay for and which ones you don't. So you know, you've got your little tags here, so it's quite easy to find the free ones if that's what you're looking for, and you don't have to download to sign up to download, so you can just download. So that's pretty good website. Again, they've got quite a lot of quite a big selection of CAD blocks, so it's likely you'll find what you're looking for here. Okay, moving on, Cad Blocks free. This website you don't have to sign up for. All of the CAD blocks on this website are free, so you know exactly where you stand. They have over 10,000 different CAD blocks. Some of them are in 3D, some of them are in 2D. You can see there are loads here. So this is a 3D one. I don't think there's an option to actually filter these down into 2D and 3D. But you can see they've got a good range. There's a preview, which is very helpful, so you know what you're going to get. So this is cadblocksforfree.com. Okay, DWG models. Again, this website has a large collection of CAD blocks. Some of them are free and some of them are paid for, as you can see here. You've got the prices on these ones. Again, you can filter by clicking on the free DWG tab. So if you click on a category, you can see the different ranges they have. They have quite good selection, depending of course on what you're looking for. So moving on, this website is called Archweb. It's an Italian website. It's got an immense amount of CAD blocks on it. The only thing is there's a slight crossover with the language sometimes, so it's quite difficult to navigate. So the link I provide in the description is directly to the English version, so make sure you click on that link rather than going direct to Archweb, because it's quite tricky to find this list once you get there. It's in Italian. So just to give you an idea of the kind of stuff they've got, you can see we can filter through quite easily what we're looking for. And once again, you get quite a good little preview, and you can download instantly, no sign up or anything like that. So that's really good. If we click on furniture, you can see there's a good range of options here. And again, you can just click to download straight away. But you can see what I mean about the language issue. So this is a great website. They have a massive collection of different categories and different things to download, and some rather unusual ones as well. So make sure you check out Archweb. So make sure you check out Archweb, because it's definitely worth a visit and quick and easy to download. Next, we have Bibliocad. I've used Bibliocad for a really long time. I think it's a great website. It's an Argentinian website, so they also have a Spanish version. They have premium options and they have free options. This is a community-generated library, so I would proceed with caution. A lot of the CAD blocks have been submitted by the community, which means there is a real variation of quality and how those drawings are set up and what units they're in and what layers have been used. However, it's still worth visiting if you're struggling to find what you're looking for. So I think you have to log in to download anything. It's clear which ones are free and which ones are premium with the little star here. If you do want to start downloading more, if we go to try and download a premium, we have to set up a premium account, and if you can see here, the free options for subscription, you get up to 20 downloads a day, and you can only download the free files. If you go for a premium option, you can get 200 downloads a day with both the premium and free files, and these are the prices here, so $22 a month just to get access to some of those premium files. So whether or not you go down that route is up to you, but they do have a large selection of free files anyway. There'd certainly be enough to you can see these categories here, they pretty much cover everything. So this website is certainly worth a visit, and that is bibliocad.com. So finally, the last one in our top 10 is A+, CAD A+. They have, as they advertise here, 31,000 CAD blocks, so let's hope you can find what you're looking for. If I just click through some of the categories here, you can see how it's laid out. And these are individual downloads. Some people like that, some people don't, so this is just something a bit different about this site, that you won't get a pack of downloads. It's usually one individual item. Sometimes that's great because it means you download what you need and you don't get anything else. You can see they have a vast range. For example, these doors in elevation and then doors in plan. This is a pretty good selection, and you can just easily download without having to sign up. Going back, just looking at these categories, you can see you've got all the usual stuff, and what's really useful is they give you the amount of CAD blocks that are in that category. So, obviously they have a massive amount of car CAD blocks, a real mix and a great range. So that concludes our top 10 list of the best CAD block websites that are around at the moment. I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you taking the time. It would be really lovely if you could subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate the support. So thanks again, and see you next time.